Ladies and gentlemen, we have a great show tonight. I'm very... Have a seat. That is the... This fan right here just keeps shooting you with a Ghostbusters ray. I don't know how that's supposed to make you feel good. I don't understand any of it. Peter Capaldi, thank you so much for being here and entering with such a terrible special effect.
I'm used to it. I travel with my own dry ice these days.
Yeah, very nice. I just like some fog and clearly ropes pulling you in. Is this, am I correct? This is your first Comic-Con, is that right?
My very first Comic-Con.
Wow. What do you, tell us about it. How is it? What's your experience been like?
Well, everyone kept saying to me, are you nervous? Are you nervous? Making me more nervous.
Right.
As the day of the panel approached. And we were in the hotel for 2 days doing press. And the security people kept saying, you can't go out onto the street. You can't go out there because you'll get mobbed. And I was like, come on, guys, put yourself in my shoes. You know, I play this iconic character that people love.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you walk down the street?
Yes.
If you played that character?
Oh, exactly. You want to own it. You're Doctor Who. Get out there.
So you walk down the street and, like, nobody comes. One little kid comes up, and then gradually another person comes, and another person comes.
Yeah.
And before I know it, I'm down at the convention center.
Yeah.
And at the line, you know, and there were so many wonderful people there. Really kind of, you know. I felt like running for office afterwards.
Yeah, you know what's interesting is you grew up a Doctor Who fan. The show has been on for,
50 years.
50 years. Yeah. You grew up a Doctor Who fan. Now you are playing Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Sometimes on the set you have to feel like it's a dream almost, a childhood dream.
Oh, it's absolutely incredible. I mean, as a child, you know, I wrote to Doctor Who. I got letters back from the original Doctor Who's. You know, I drew pictures and sent them to the BBC. I got a letter published in the equivalent of TV Guide saying how much. What is really embarrassing, though, is that now they dig up all this stuff. And, you know, if you don't really want to hear what your 14-year-old self has to say about things, but...
especially if they don't explain you wrote it as a 14-year-old.
That's right, yes.
Peter Capaldi said, me like Doctor Who.
That's right, yes.
You know what? It's interesting. Different actors take a different approach to Doctor Who. Some people think that your take has been to be a little more grumpy.
Yeah.
Fair to say?
Yeah. Well, he's 2,500 years old. He's been around, you know, and life is tough, business as usual.
Yeah.
But he loves... The great thing about Doctor Who, I think, is he's actually full of joy because he loves time and space and the universe. You know, he can find beauty in the simplest of things. He can sit in the supermarket car park, you know, and watch the sun coming up and think that's the most amazing thing, or see stars being born in Alpha Centauri. It's incredible.
What's fascinating is that I remembered over the years checking out the show, the special effects, especially 25, 30 years ago, were not that good, but no one cared. They loved the character so much that they looked beyond that.
That's part
I mean, what we did here was almost on a par with what was going on Doctor Who.
Yeah.
30 years ago, you know?
Yeah. Already at home, they're asking, how did they do that?
In the UK, they're like, oh my God!
But somebody...
Ropes!
Somebody said to me, when was the first moment that you really felt like Doctor Who? And it was when they said, you've got to fight this giant spider. And here it is. It's this big rubber spider. And I said, right, where's the operator? And they said, there is no operator. You just fight it. And they just started...
You just wiggle around with it?
This is what I was born to be. This is what I was waiting for.
Some Doctor Who's have developed a bit of a catchphrase that fans get to know. Is there pressure on you to come up with a catchphrase?
Not really, no. I think I like to be taciturn.
Yeah, taciturn. That's not going to catch on a
That's
T-shirt.
That's not going to catch on anyone, no.
I like to be taciturn. Yes. No, that's not going to do it. We got to come up with one for you.
Have you got any ideas?
The doctor is in, you know, I don't know. Andy, anything. We need something for the doc. Andy, I caught Andy not paying attention.
I was paying attention.
You were not.
I was having a sip of tea.
He's having some tea, yeah. That's the good time to have tea.
Yeah, sorry.
Anyway, we were just,
It's what I do here.
We'll come up with one. Fantastic. We know you're really very busy. It was such a thrill that you would surprise our audience like this.
That's right.
You're a class act. Thank you for being here. Peter Capaldi. We'll be right back. The stars of X-Men Apocalypse. Stick around.